Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. My father, like he said, he asked me to speak this morning, more of a prayer and a blessing and just an intention setting. So that's kind of what we're doing. And I just want to welcome you all. Today is Cinco de Mayo. So happy Cinco de Mayo to those who celebrate, and happy Sunday to the rest of us. And it's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be intentional with life and with our decisions and our choices. And one of the things that's coming to me, I didn't prepare for this at all. I just allow Spirit to speak to me, just like when I'm in ceremony. And one of the things that's immediately coming to me is being intentional with our actions, intentional about who we allow in to speak to us, to share with us their knowledge, because it's important to remember that we are a sovereign being. We have the ability to speak to God, universe, spirit, source, love, whatever it is that you call your highest power. We have that ability to connect with simply breathing. Our breath is God. I've heard many times, and I love to use this in my sound sessions that I do, that as we breathe in, it's like a Yahweh. And it's so simple to connect to Yahweh. It's so simple to connect to Spirit with just closing your eyes. Sometimes you don't even have the opportunity to close your eyes, but just being intentional with your breath. We take that for granted so many times. We forget that, we're just moving around the world and doing our thing. But if we just stop and get really focused on that breath, Spirit is right there guiding you, protecting you. And you are so loved. And we thank you for being here. We thank you for seeking truth, remembering that all you have to do, if you hear something when my father Roy, Dr. Roy is teaching, if you hear something that doesn't feel, if you're not understanding it, not so much it's not aligning, but you're sensing that you agree with that, but you don't understand it. You have the ability right now, without the education, without further knowledge, to just stop and ask Spirit to help you remember. It's not about obtaining something outside of you that you don't already have. It's about remembering this inherent divine wisdom that is within you, and you are connected to a source of that wisdom all around you. It's like a flow. I always use this analogy if you've seen the current of the turtles in Finding Nemo. And so they're swimming through the ocean, but when they want to get across faster, they find a current that other entities, turtles, have created, and they jump in that current and it shoots them across faster. So it's like when you are seeking wisdom, you find messengers, you find people who are comforters, teachers, like my father Roy, and you jump and hop into this current, you jump and hop into and plug into that innate wisdom, and it will shoot you across to a higher understanding much quicker. And so we're super grateful for having him teaching, for his 35 plus years of studying the word. And that's so important to have somebody who can explain that. I know personally I have introduced so many of my friends to my father who enjoy listening to him and hearing him bridge that gap between religion and spirituality, and sometimes spirituality and science as well, and being able to just remember that no matter what your dogma has been in your life or what it is now, that we are all connected to that same source. And so right now I just want to take a moment to pause and set intentions for this day. If you would like to, thank you, Esther. If you would like to close your eyes down, you can. You don't have to. I personally enjoy doing that because it allows me to be really intentional in my thoughts. So closing our eyes down, I just want to say thank you. I want to enter this space with so much gratitude. Breathing in through your nose, taking a big deep breath in through your nose and filling up your body with light. It brings me so much peace when I'm doing this to imagine, and not just imagine, but see, because it's true, my body as light, as energy, not just this physical vessel, but the energy inside of me. Allow yourself to see the beautiful white light flowing through your vessel, your perfect, beautiful vessel. And as you see this white light flowing through your body from the crown of your head down through the toes, going into roots, into this earth, I want you to imagine it shooting out of your body into this earth, radiating love and positivity and beautiful white light of wisdom and truth. And as that shoots out from your vessel, I want you to envision it connecting to lights and beings all around you. And not just humans, but this beautiful earth, Mama Gaia, that we have such an honor to live on and be stewards of. Seeing the light in the trees, seeing the lights in the sky, the energy in the clouds and the sun and the moon and the stars. Seeing it in the people that you pass that are strangers. Seeing the light through your spiritual eye in everyone you meet. Recognizing the divinity inside of them, the perfection in the side of them, just as God sees. And when we see this inside of them, being intentional about how we connect and communicate, knowing that what we do to them, we do to ourselves. What we say to them, we say to ourselves. How we show up in love and smiling to them is what we give to ourselves, and it's what we give to God. Because we are all one in the same. We are all connected to this beautiful divinity, this beautiful power of abundance and truth. And if you're struggling today, if you are challenged to find that love and that peace, recognize that to not give that self to yourself, to not give that grace and love to yourself first, it is so hard to give it to the rest of this world. You are worthy right now as you are. It doesn't matter where you live, what you've done, what you think, what your situation is. You don't have to do another thing to receive and accept the perfection and the wisdom and the knowledge of who you are. And that is a beautiful expression of the divine. You are loved. And you are love. And your mission is to express that into this world. If you don't know who you are right here as you watch this, you don't know what you were sent here to do, find the thing that lights you up and bless others with it. It is that simple. That is the power of God. And I know my Father is going to be speaking on the power of God today, that true power of God. And it is ours to tap into. It is ours to remember that we are vessels and stewards of that. We'll see if his teaching aligns with what I just said. But we are so grateful. We are so thankful. Take another big, deep breath as you allow yourself to rest in this moment, wherever you are watching from. We set intentions to open our ears that hear through the spiritual ears, our eye, our spiritual eye, to see what we need to see. We breathe into our heart space and open our beautiful heart space and allow ourselves to be open to the information, the wisdom that will challenge our way of thinking. So many people are ready to rise and wake up and remember. So many people are ready to answer the call. And there's a beautiful saying that says we want to rise like the phoenix. And it's this beautiful phoenix bursting into the sky, into the air, with beautiful colors all around. But we forget what it's rising from, and that is ashes. Something has to burn to rise. So when we pray that prayer that so many of us have prayed, and we ask God, we speak with intention that we are ready to release everything that is not meant for our highest good. But then we hold on to things that we're not ready to let go of. It holds us back from our next evolution, from our next understanding, our next growth, expansion. And so I'm feeling called to share that with someone today, that you are holding on to something out of fear. But on the other side of that is so much growth. Like working out a muscle. You're ripping it apart so that it grows and it heals. The breaking, the fire, the destruction is happening for you. The releasing and unraveling of all of these borrowed beliefs and the constructs of religion that so many of us have been raised in, the fear that comes with letting it go is so real, and that is okay. But keep pushing, keep seeking, keep tuning in, go inside and allow Spirit to bring you peace over the things that you're learning. So for today and for this lesson, we say thank you. Thank you for my Father. Thank you for his desire and his mission, his mandate to be a teacher in this world, to be a trailblazer, to push through no matter what was happening or being said about him, to continue to seek truth. Thank you for this season in his life where people are so hungry and they're so ready. And he's beginning to see that the 35 years that he has been studying this was all for this season, this moment. And he will do it for the one. He will do it for just one person to wake up and remember who they are. And we are grateful to be sitting here under his teachings. We are thankful for his body that is coming into alignment with the truth of who he is. We speak to his body and cover it with the knowing that he is in perfection and his heart is healing and is whole every day. Thank you for his life. Thank you for the legacy that he leaves behind for me and my children and our future children, and for every person who listens to him and is changed by the wisdom that he teaches, so that their future children and grandchildren and so on can be forever changed and not raised under a lie that teaches us we are dirty and unworthy. So we set our intentions in this moment to open and